Good morning, good evening, students. So, in the previous class, we discussed about the Aneka framework and also the Aneka cloud overview. So, what I want to say here in the Aneka cloud view, always remember whenever we talk about the cloud overview, every cloud must contain in a one device called as a storage device called as a container. As I told you, Aneka container is a container which contains the three main applications. One is a foundation services, application services, and also it talks about the fabric services. So these are the three services called as a one set of container. So it contains n number of containers. So along with that, every container there is a one device called as an Aneka container with node manager. So you can see in the diagram very deeply, there is one black color dashed line. So I can fetch the data, I can extract the data from a node manager. There is one subject called as a big data analytics, how the data can be analyzed, how it is being considered as an node manager, and how it is going to access the node and how it can be processed. So that it is a slowly interrelated to one more subject called as data analytics. So how the data can be fetched over there. So through whom? Now as of now knowledge, as of information, you please keep in your mind stating that every node, every container can, or how every if I want to extract the data, I can extract the data only through a node manager called as a node manager. Now you can see there is one management console, or like one administrator, the person who is going to access the data. From where under he is accessing the data? He is accessing the data from four nodes. Okay, four nodes is accessing the data through a container. Now also you can see there is a one dashed line called as an Aneka repository. Repository means it is in a storage unit, or it is called as a storage device, where I can access the data, I can modify the data, I can retrieve the data, I can update the data. You can see all the directions of the nodes manager are from the administrator it is reaching, but whereas from the Aneka repository I am collecting. That means from the repository I am collecting the data. After collecting the data, after processing the data, I am delivering the data to a different nodes through a node manager to a containers, whether it for application service or it may be foundation services or for a fabric services is secondary. So what you have to learn from this diagram, how I am accessing the data after a processing, or after the process is completed, how I am delivering the data. Clear? So this is the one infrastructure overview of an Aneka cloud, fine. So similarly, same diagram, if I see it in terms of a database, if I talk this in the logical relationships, or how the logical organization on the cloud. So now you can see there is one container. So every container have a node manager. Now every node, what actually it contains? It contains an index table, it contains some storage or a mandatory, or it may be actually like a scheduling, accounting, reporting, reservation, provisioning, many category, many parameters are there of fetching the data. So that is talks about your SQL, how you are going to access the data, how you are going to join the dependency behavior, all those things. So this is talks about an index page, or it talks about an index table. And also I want to add here in this diagram called as a master slave architecture. There is a one subject which is not there in your syllabus now, called as a software architectural patterns. There we studied about a master slave architectural pattern. That means you can imagine like a manager node means a manager is the person who can identify the slave, who can do this job with an efficiently and accurately with an on time. So that is called as a master slave relation. Like I am an owner, I am having my team members. Now I am going to identify, I know the strength and the weakness of the every member. Now whatever the job comes to me, whom I have to assign the job, and once if I assign the job, how efficiently I will get the job has been done, and how I am going to send the data. So that is called as a master and a slave relationship. Similarly here also you can see there is a worker nodes, there is a master nodes, there is a storage nodes, and different types of nodes are available. So this is also looks like an Aneka overview, infrastructure overview. See, this is also same thing whenever I say Aneka, you can now imagine about the different types of clouds. Suppose if this is a private cloud deployment. Now what is meant by private? Private talks about only in a specific domain, one enterprises, one organization. Now how I am going to access, how I am going to process the cloud, how I am going to manage the cloud. Now this is one of the information talks about in a master node. Master node is having a resources, reservations, is having an applications and the provisioning. He also having a virtual clusters. He can through the third party also he can access the cluster data. He can also access the desktop machines. So these are the some way the master is a one person who not only knows the slave information or the workers node information, he also know how to access the data from virtually or through the workstations or through any degree clusters or through any grids, so or through any virtually. So these are all the knowledge a private cloud must have. This is the infrastructure view. Clear? Yeah. Now that is a private cloud. Now if I talk about a public cloud deployment, what is happening in a public cloud deployment? You can see there is a master node, there is a slave node. So master is fetching the data from the slave node. That is developed by example, like here they taken the vendor as an Amazon EC2 instances. So there is a different way of extracting the deployment or the data from the information. So now you must know, I will just review the previous diagram. So you must know what is mean by a private cloud deployment and what is mean by a public cloud deployment, especially in an Aneka cloud. So now you can see Amazon is a slave nodes, there is a master nodes, third party also is there, building, accounting, reporting, everything is there. So this is an Amazon EC2 instances called as a master node. This is Amazon EC2 instance slave node. So master is going to fetch. So this is one public domain. So when I same thing if I say in the slave, no, it is different. You can see master can interact different resources like private or a clusters or a desktop or a virtual. So this is talks about the information. Now you see hybrid. Hybrid, what I said, it is in a combination. Sometimes it looks like in a public, sometimes it looks like in a private. Now master can fetch from the third resource person, or also master can collect the data from the slave node. So this is called as a combination of a public and private cloud. You can see there is a local infrastructure where it talks like in a public nature. You can see there is a public nature is there, and also there is some private nature, private functionalities. That means you can access the data from the slave. So here there is an information about an heterogeneous clouds. Now we will move on to the next topic, Aneka's application model features. So how the Aneka's application can be taken. What is the main features of an Aneka? So the main category or the main feature of an Aneka cloud is it can be processed manually. It can also be processed automatically. So what is mean by manually? Manually means units of the works are generated by the user and submitted through an application. Are you understanding? The job is done or the work is done by the some worker node, or it may be a slave node by, based on the request generated by the master, and I am going to submit the data through an application. But when you say automatically or auto category, units of the works are generated by the runtime, on time, or while executing, while processing, runtime processing the infrastructure, runtime infrastructure and managed internally. Automatically I can process, I can access, I can generate, and I can give a job task on time, runtime, by including the infrastructure. So this is some of the application type or the small equation. As I told you, there is some programming languages. You must have a knowledge how I am going to fetch, how I can extract, how I can convert the Aneka cloud manually or automatically. So the programming models, there may be a task model will be there, thread model, parameter or a sweep model, of MapReduce algorithm they may be used. These are the some of the algorithms also used for the features of an applications. So this is a service life cycle. So this is you will get in some knowledge. I may not sure because I will give in some of the case studies of Aneka framework. Then you will come to know about how it is can be taken care. I'll just give there is an unknown service or unknown task has come to me. So I'm going to start it. Is just like in a straight flow diagram. So I'll start the job. While starting or while running, there may be a two type of services can be done. Either I can pause it, I can resume it. There on if I stop it again, how I'm going to resume after resuming, how the job is being processed. So this this is called as an initialization, running, start, and execute. So this I'll explain you once we have a knowledge on the case studies of an Aneka. Okay, so now I'll move on to the frameworks.